Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode. Today I'm bringing you a short and sweet video packed with information talking about the 5 signs that a coin will last in the long term. Of course, this cryptocurrency space has no guarantees, but I think these are some pretty solid guidelines for your best bets here in crypto space. So if this is something you'd like to learn more about, don't go anywhere. So number one, right off the bat, take a look at the utility of the coin. Is it actually solving a problem? This cryptocurrency space was designed and should be very disruptive. Admittedly, that is my favorite aspect of this space. So really take a look at a cryptocurrency and see if it is solving a problem that actually exists, or are they just making up a problem so that they can be the solution? You'd be surprised how many cryptocurrencies are doing this. I've seen so many presentations where the representative is awfully passionate about the project and it seems very promising. And then when they're asked the very simple question of why does your coin need to exist, oftentimes they are stuttering and they lose their momentum, because the sad fact is, especially if they are holding something like an ICO or an IEO, most likely the coin distribution is going a lot in their hands. So they're holding a lot of those coins and they're there to make money. And they make money by making you believe it is valuable and having you buy it. And the price goes up that way, not because it is actually needed and actually something that will have some real longevity. So definitely be wary of some ICOs and the coin distribution. That is actually getting into a subsequent tip here. So first one is utility. Is it actually solving a problem? Is it being disruptive? Is the coin actually needed? Very important question to ask. Second, is their GitHub commits consistent? Are they still building no matter what the price or the season of the market? This is a huge indication to those who are actually contributing to the network. Do they believe in it enough to continue to develop and contribute their time and effort towards the project no matter what the price is? Definitely avoid fair weather development teams for a project. For example, it's been a pretty long bear market. Prices especially recently have been taking a turn. If this continues, keep an eye on the actual development and progress of the coin and see if people are still working on it. A lot of coins that are listed on CoinMarketCap, if you actually take the time to look at it, if you actually take the time to look at their GitHub, you would be surprised how many months or even years it's been since anyone has, made any improvements or done any work towards improving that network. Number 3 on this list, take a look at how or if the team has strived at all for a fair distribution of coins, meaning it has been mineable from the very start. If they held an ICO or an IEO, they're already kind of off to a rocky start, in my opinion. Reason being, many people have been scarred from the ICO craze of 2017 and all of the many pump and dumps that happened in exit scams, and rightfully so. Take a look at their motivations by seeing where they're allocating their coins. If it was mineable from the very start, that is a huge indication that they have a lot of interest in having a fair distribution of the coins. Especially also, I am quite partial to those networks that try to be ASIC resistant, meaning that they are trying to have a very low barrier for those who are able to mine it, meaning you don't have to have this super expensive mining rig and, allocate a whole bunch of energy and electricity towards mining their coin. That definitely is a very good indication in my book. Number 4, even though this one's number 4, it should be very, very high on your list when analyzing coins, and that is seeing how decentralized the actual network is, because this will determine how robust it is against outside pressures that can ultimately compromise and lead to the sacrifice of user privacy, among other kinds of manipulations. So for example, look at a limited number of validating nodes, meaning there is a set limit. I know there are a lot of people who are a fan of delegated proof of stake networks. Think BitShares, Steem, and EOS. Those have very dedicated communities behind it, but the fact that there is a set number does, in my opinion, make it a weakness and could potentially be easily overcome if any one outside entity wanted to take over. There is definitely a limited number of nodes that they would need to compare to a big, robust network like, say, Bitcoin. Additionally, this is something that I'm always harping on in this channel, is you should always look for open source and permissionless blockchains. For example, if it is possible for any one entity to make huge changes to the network and they themselves are the consensus of the network, that is a huge indication of centralization of that network and definitely should be avoided. Number 5 here, the last one, has to do with the Lindy Effect, which is applicable to non-perishable things like ideas and technology. Hello, crypto space. That is what it is in a nutshell. Anyway, the Lindy Effect states that the life expectancy of any non-perishable thing is proportional to its current age, meaning if it has survived, say, 1 year, it is much more likely to survive another year. So pretty much how that applies here is the longer the coin has survived, the more likelihood it will continue to survive, meaning its idea or its technology has proved itself thus far and is more likely to continue to prove itself in the future, especially if the cryptocurrency has survived the previous bull and bear markets and its network has continued to grow. That's a pretty good indication of its likelihood of continuing to exist in the future. I think those are 5 very solid things to look out for when analyzing a cryptocurrency if you're trying to see if it has any kind of long-term viability. Of course, there is no guarantees in this cryptocurrency space, even though each coin might fall under all of these 5 categories. There is certainly no guarantee that it will be a success. So definitely keep that in mind when participating in this space. I hope that these at least will give you some good tips to keep an eye on for those of you who are really new and you want a bone. There you go. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, leave a like, leave a comment down below with your thoughts. In the meantime, don't forget to hit subscribe with the bell notification so then you can get notified when more videos like this come out. In the meantime, I hope you have a good one.